I will attempt this evening both the obvious and the impossible. First, I will certify and verify that these young men and women are indeed ready to receive their diplomas and leave us. That is the obvious. I will also characterize the class, concluding by selecting an adjective which describes them. Please don't ask me after the ceremony why each year I undertake this impossible, absurd struggle. Several students have spoken this evening of fond memories at Punahou, as Sarah Hicks said, of the little things which come to mean so much. The desk in the library, the rosegrams in the variety show, the 8th grade wall, the banyan tree, the tadpoles in the lily pond, and the kissing girls. I'd like to take this opportunity to allow the seniors, many of them whom entered Punahou in the early grades, to express their thanks to all the junior school teachers for all the junior school experiences. And I call on my friend and colleague, the principal of the junior school, Mr. Dwayne Yee, to rise and be acknowledged on their behalf. I said earlier that my role was to verify your qualifications for graduation. Remember, as I recount this record, your record, that your class of 421 people represents less than 4% of the over 10,000 students, seniors, who will graduate from Hawaii schools this year. You have won a disproportionately large share of the laurels and awards which have been given in this state. For example, the National Merit Competition or Corporation each year tests and identifies a select group of high school students called National Merit Semifinalists, and this year 70 out of 10,000 in Hawaii earned this honor. Of that 70, 27, 38% of them are sitting in front of you in this class. All 27 became finalists. 13 of them received national merit or corporate or special cash awards. Over 50% of the students taking advanced placement examinations in Hawaii were from Punahou, most of them from this class. We're proud that Valerie Weinstein won one of 12 Sterling scholarships. 2 of the most outstanding scholars in this state were awarded the coveted Ellison Onizuka Award. One of them sits with you. On the national mathematics exam, this same person, Derek Fox, placed in the top 5 in the United States. A recent article in the national magazine High School Sports described how courageously and effectively Punahou athletes respond to the challenge of being the team everyone wants to beat. Time and again this year, when Punahou teams were underdogs, picked to come in 4th or last, you banded together, dug down, won final relays, hit 10th inning home runs, and somehow found a way to lead our teams to one of the finest records this school or any school in America has ever achieved. There are from 6 to 10 schools competing in 12 Interscholastic League of Honolulu Varsity Division I women's sports. You, the women of the class of 1989, led our teams to 7 of the 12 possible league championships. There are 16 league varsity Division I men's sports, and the men in this senior class led their teams to 10 of those 16 league championships. Now, in other words, your teams won almost 60% of the championships in what is certainly the toughest league in the state. In state championships, the women won 4 out of 9 possible and the men won an incredible 7 out of 11. And as I said before, I cannot imagine any other high school in the country winning over half of the state championships. We know that your leadership made the difference in creating this amazing record. The spirit evident in academics and athletics held true in other school activities as well. The technical theater crew won the service award this year. The wind ensemble, chorale, and symphony orchestra provided outstanding concerts. Our men's and women's combined ancient dance team earned the top award in Hawaii. 3 seniors won the state math bowl in a 24-team shootout on Molokai. I hesitate to mention all the teams and the clubs and the activities for fear I will overlook some deserving team or person. I can only say that in our opinion, the leadership and accomplishment of your class was extraordinary in every respect. So what's the adjective going to be? First, I looked on page 89 of Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, but I found only 2 adjectives on that page. One is a word I'd never heard of, meaning, quote, having short, stiff, hooked bristles or hairs. The other is the adjective barbarian, meaning lacking in refinement, learning, or artistic culture. So, page 89 was no help. In your speeches at baccalaureate and again this evening, I noticed a theme of caring, of sensitivity to others, of togetherness. I thought of your variety show, and to be very honest with you, I worked hard to justify my favorite adjective, norgling, for your class. I like the feeling of norgling. I like the idea that norgling was central to your variety show. I especially like the idea that norgling is an adjective we invented, known only to us. The notion that you would carry this word out into the world at large made me feel good. But norgling is essentially, for those who don't know, a sport of twosomes. And this is a class noted for unity, for caring, and for participation. I vividly remember you singing "We Go Together" at the end of Variety Show, and I think that that song is a symbol of your success and excellence. So I've selected instead the adjective cohesive, which implies the process as well as the product of sticking together tightly, of producing coherence and unity. Those of us who enjoyed your variety show in your last chapel and your singing offer you this last mahalogram. Thank you for reawakening in us the joys of unity and commitment and warm togetherness. You do indeed go together. Dr. McPhee, on behalf of the faculty, with pride and yet with some sadness at parting, I present for their diplomas the cohesive class of 1989.